Just stay seated while we're on the road. Once we get out of the water, you can walk around, no problem. And if you can refrain from cell phone calls, that would be appreciated. So, we're leaving here at Seaport Village. If you get a chance, some of these are unique shops around here if you want to take a look at it. We've got the Manchester Grand Hyatt Hotel here on the right. And this is the tallest hotel on the entire west coast of the United States. 497 feet. And we're going to see this again when we go out there. It's going to give us a little bit of a marker so that we know where we came from. We're going to make a big thing going on out. Are any of you Dodger fans, Los Angeles Dodger fans? Anybody know? They stay here when they come to play at Petco. And at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a night game, they'll come out here, their buses will be here, and the autograph people, there's literally 2 lines of autograph people waiting for them. It's tough to get out. Across the street. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, across the street over here, you can see the red awnings and the blue umbrellas. That's the Kansas City barbecue. That is the movie star. They filmed this movie right over here.
Wow.
Top Gun. Anybody know what year Top Gun came out? 1987. Yeah, and winds are going to pick up even while we're here on the road. Anybody see Top Gun Maverick? We're going to show you a couple sites out there where they filmed Top Gun Maverick. Now, when we go past the light here, you're going to see these buildings here on the right. They're all vacant. There's nobody there. Why? Because they're brand new. And this is one little sign of San Diego growing by the moment. It just is expanding. But it wasn't always that way. We're going to talk about that while we're out here on the tour. And how it struggled. On the left-hand side, we have the tuna harbor. At one time, San Diego was the tuna capital of the world. It employed over 1,000 people. The big canneries here, Bumblebee, Chicken of the Sea, and Starkist. That all ended in 1970. And there'd be at least 100 boats out here. And that's all ended, no more. And the military would be the #1 economic power engine here. This statue here to the left is of the USS San Diego, and it was in World War II. It was in 18 battles. Not one sailor was lost. It was the first ship to go into Tokyo Bay, an American ship before the surrender. On the right-hand side, we've got, left-hand side, we've got the aircraft carrier Midway. And Midway was commissioned shortly after the end of World War II. It served in Korea, Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf. According to TripAdvisor, this is the #1 tourist attraction in downtown San Diego. The Battle of Midway took place in 1942. Jump ahead 80 years. It's 2022. They had a ceremony up here to commemorate the Battle of Midway. Included in that ceremony were 2 sailors who were in the actual Battle of Midway. One was 99, one was 100 years old. It was mind-blowing to see guys from the Battle of Midway. You can see more growth here. All of this. 40, 50 years ago, none of this would, very little of this would be here. It's changed that much in 40 or 50 years. could not get a sardine in this place. It was packed. And if you're in the middle of that, forget it. Try to get to the side, good luck. And I have videos. I've never seen 10,000 people like in this little section. It was mind-blowing. During COVID, the churches would come down here and operate out of here on Sunday morning. The county administration building, I was in there last summer to get my passport renewed, and I looked up on the wall. They had what they paid the workers here in that old-style typewriter thing. And so if you were unskilled, they paid $5 a day. Skilled, top skilled, $11 a day. So you can, how you lived on $5 a day, and it would be a 6-day work week, by the way. How you lived on that, I have no idea. I wish I could go back in time. Now, on the right-hand side, we've got solar turbines. They make motors for Caterpillar. In 1926, they made this airplane here. Charles Lindbergh, in the spirit of St. Louis, first person to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, the Arc of France. And if we look out here on the right, we've got an airplane coming in, and they're coming on in. This is Lindbergh Field. Lindbergh practiced over here. We named our airport after him, Lindbergh Field at the San Diego International Airport. Now, in 1927, when the flight took place, it took 33 hours and 30 minutes, which in our minds sounds slow. In 1927, this is science fiction. And you can be in New York one day, and the next day you're in Europe. Huge jump forward. He became internationally famous. The plane cost $10,580. He only had $2,000. He had to get his sponsors. They came from St. Louis. And that's how he was able to pay for it. He wins the prize of $25,000 and was able to pay back his creditors. Internationally famous. On the right-hand side, we've got the airport, and a couple of unique things about our airport. It's downtown. Most major cities, it's outside somewhere. Also, it only has one runway, but we can get people in and out every 90 seconds. It has a curfew from 11:30 at night till 6:30 in the morning. No planes in and no planes out. That way, the people up on the flight path can get some sleep. I had a friend, she lived up there, and I went to visit her one day, and they actually replaced her windows, the airport did, with a thicker glass. But try to imagine having jets fly over your home every, about 30, 40 times a day. About 400, 500 feet above your home. So when she got it, she said, well, I'm going to be out most of the day, and I'm out at night, and I go away on the weekends. So she didn't think it was going to bother her so much, but eventually it was bothering her. And to her credit, she changed it around. So whenever she was there and vacuuming or making a meal or something, and a plane would fly over, she'd go, yes, I'm alive. And that was like her wake-up. Yes, let's celebrate life, and that I'm alive. So I really appreciate it. She turned that a negative into a positive. Now, all the construction you see here is a $4 billion project. It's going to open up the airport. It's going to totally change how we do business. And it'll open up later this year. One little problem. There's very little parking here. So you have to be tuning in and out. And it can really back up over on, particularly on this side. I don't think we'll have that problem today. Hopefully not. Now, like I said, San Diego really struggles. And there's three main reasons for that struggle. Number one, not enough rain. only average 10 inches a year. This year, so far, we've only had 6 inches of rain, and no more now till October. So for those people, they settlers, you could grow food here. You could raise animals. You could even get water for yourself would be difficult. So strike one. Strike two, the harbor was shallow. When they started dredging, the maximum depth, 15 feet maximum. You can't get ships in here. We were here 200 years ago, we're in water. So we got 2 strikes. Not enough rain, too shallow. Strike 3. Not enough trees. There's only 2 native trees, the Torrey pine and the inland scrub oak. So you can't build anything with those. And I've seen pictures of San Diego from 1880. It's really, really bleak looking and desolate. So 400 people, 1850, it's impoverished, it's lack sanitation, lots of fleas, mosquitoes, and rattlesnakes. Here's an aerial view. We started right here. We just crossed the airport. We're crossing here. We're going out to Shelter Island, enter the water, go out to the subbase, turn around, and come back. Yeah, we could have taken this picture 200 years ago. This is all water, all the airports underwater, and all of this. What we see out here today is only half the size of the original harbor, but much deeper. Now, 4 ethnic groups settled here in San Diego. The Portuguese, Italians, and Japanese, they were in the tune industry. They dominated it. The Chinese came and they did something different, and they harvested this, abalone. And it flourished all along California, especially in shallow harbors. And abalone, they're little gastropods. They've got a little body, one little leg that will lock onto a rock. They have like a sandpaper tongue, and they lick the algae off the rock. That's how they feed themselves. They grow about an inch a year. This is probably about a 10-year-old abalone. 20 would be max. Now, it was in such great supply, the Chinese would come knock on your door and say, "Good morning. Would you like to have some abalone today?" If we lived here 200 years ago, our diets are predominantly seafood and very, very little red meat or dairy, because you cannot grow or raise cattle here, but there's plenty of seafood. So we would be eating abalone, say, 2 or 3 times a week. Now, not only were they going door to door, they were shipping to other countries. And if you do that, you get this. Tons to other countries. You get a mountain of abalone. A jeweler from San Francisco came here, saw this iridescent interior, said, "You know what? I can make buttons and jewelry out of this." And he did, and he called it mother of pearl buttons and jewelry. So there is no more harvesting. There'd be very little out here. And there is one little abalone farm north of here that grows or raises the abalone. And they sell it to only 2 restaurants. You can only get it at 2 restaurants here. One's just down the road. If you go to either one of these restaurants and you order abalone, they're going to serve you 4 of them about this big. Those 4 will run between $80 to $100. Now people ask me, "Dan, what's it taste like?" Well, I have been willing to spend $80 to $100 to check it out. I have had people, has anybody here had abalone? What that yacht club and other marinas, they have 3,100 slips out here. A friend of mine lives out here on her slip, lives aboard her boat, and she's paying $2,000 a month. If she didn't live aboard, it's $1,400 a month. And she's very happy. She's got waterfront property in San Diego, California. That's not easy to do. And it's kind of a simple life, minimalist life. So it's working out quite well for us. All right, are you guys ready to go on the water? Okay, 3 people are ready to go. We're going anyway, folks. It's going to happen. So we're going to go from a bus to a boat. The Coast Guard. And underneath each one of these personal flotation devices. Very simple. It goes over your head, around your neck. Wrap the belt around your waist, secure it. Wait for instructions from the captain. It's very unlikely we're going to need these for a couple of reasons. One, this is a hydroterra. It's designed for the road water. There's foam all underneath here. Even if we had some strange leak, which we've never had, we're going to float. Two, we got Captain Corey, and he's very experienced. There's some magic involved. For this to go from a bus to a boat, there are some two magic words we must say. The two are sea lions. I'm going to count down from 5. We get to 0, everyone say sea lions, or we're going to be swimming. All right? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sea lions.
Oh! Oh my God!
It worked. We're a boat. So you can get up, walk around, stretch your legs, no problem.
起来拍照片可以。
And welcome to our harbor.
就是我觉得好华贵呀，就是感觉一下。钓一钓，
是的。 Wow.
First European to come to California Dropped anchor right out here. First European on this ship. This is a replica. Sam Telescope. And this is over at the Maritime Museum. He claims everything here for Spain. This is all Spain. All the way to 1821 for hundreds of years. But he writes in his log, this is not a good place to inhabit. Why? It's too shallow for him, and he's got it. There's no rain. He's here in December. It's as dry as a boat. And so we've got, it's too dry. There's no trees. And he's looking for this mythical city of gold and green and lush. And he sails north. He misses San Francisco due to fog. Gets to what we call Oregon. Turns around, comes back, ends up on the Channel Islands, stumbles, breaks his leg, and becomes infected. And unfortunately, he passes away due to infection. The ship goes back to Navidad, Mexico.
Wow.
Word is out.
Danny.
We got another viewer.
Danny.
Word is out, don't bother coming here. There's nothing worth going. So nobody came. Jump ahead. Jump ahead to 1850, California joins the Union, becomes the 31st state. If you're on the east coast of the United States, you're going to come to California by ship. You have to go all the way around South America. This is a long, difficult, treacherous voyage. You'd come into this harbor, you would be thrilled. You made it to California. You might have some lights in your hair. You might have had a rat run over you last night while you were sleeping, scurvy, but you are alive, and a lot of people didn't make it. And but you're not going to stay because the gold rush is happening in Northern California. So nobody really wants to be here. Every population of San Francisco, 1850, 20,000. San Diego, 400. So it's not working well here, and nobody cares. During World War II, those talks over there, American battleships would tie up, take the sailors and head out to sea and joining the Navy. Today, we get Okay. Now this is our welcoming committee. Give him a wave, maybe he'll wave. This is a male sea lion. And they're very territorial, and he's not letting, I don't know, they haven't figured it out to go up on the other side. But he wants to get up there and get some rest by now. Give this guy a wave. So, head up like that. He's letting that other guy know that's his channel marker. Oh, he made it up. Now there could be an argument here. We'll find out. Then they're sticking their heads up. They're letting us know this is their channel marker. Don't even think about it. They're very territorial. The males are. These are both males. The younger one. They can walk on their flipper, their finish heads. We're going to see more when we go out there. But normally they're asleep here. They'll sleep 15 to 18 hours a day. But they're off to the left, we can see that arch building. There's helicopters. And those are sea stallions. They're for lifting cargo. There's even an osprey over there. You can see it now there to the left. That plane does not need a runway. It can go like this, and then it moves its propellers forward, and that's how it goes forward. There's jets over there. Those are F-18 fighter Hornets. And this is where they had some of the filming for Top Gun Maverick. And Tom Cruise, you can is admiring the plane. You can see that arch building. When he's on his motorcycle, you can see the control tower there in the background. On the right-hand side, we've got Point Loma. And Loma, in Spanish, means hill. It's 400 feet above sea level. The driveway going up, everything to the left is military, everything to the right is civilian. Those tanks you see there are fuel storage tanks for the Navy. They can hold 40 million gallons of fuel. The hull you see up there on the hill, the large one with the palm trees around it, that is the Reuben Fleet Mansion. That was built in 1909, and he was a philanthropist here in San Diego. He built buildings downtown. And in real estate, the three magic words are location, location, location. And he's got all three because on the other side is a view of the Pacific. He's got a view of the harbor, downtown San Diego. Actually, you can see Mexico way out there. And it's cool here. Our currents come from Alaska. So right now it's 70 degrees. And all those are $1 million plus homes. Some of them don't have air conditioning. I live 6 miles inland. I have no air conditioning. And twice, 2 weeks a year, I'll turn the air conditioning, the fan on. That's all I need. This ship over here, this is not an American ship here. And I'm going to see if I can find out who it belongs to. I think it's plain. I thought it's Mexican, but it's not. We're checking out. I think this belongs to Peru. Off to the left, this is Bravo here. This is where the Navy ships come to load or unload their ammunition. It can be bombs, bullets, missiles, rockets, torpedoes. The bomb bunkers are to the right. They're bomb-proof, but they're not lightning-proof. And those are lightning-proof over there. Lightning rods to attract lightning away. It's very, very rare we get lightning here. But if we do, they'll track that lightning away. I'm showing this to be a Peruvian ship. Because I've seen other Peruvian ships here. The only other country that refuels here that I've seen are Peru and Canada. So this is a supply. Whatever ship it is, it belongs to. It's a supply ship. Folks, you see this boat over here to the right? This one right over here forward. Keep an eye on it. I'll tell you why here in a moment. This one has a dolphin with it. So we have to keep an eye out. Yeah, the dolphin's just a ways behind it. The Navy trains the dolphins, and this is one of their training centers. So keep an eye out, because sometimes they'll start jumping. The arch you see up there used to be a testing ground for the Navy. And what would happen is if they were going to build a large ship, they would build one about 10 feet, put it under there, and it starts to rotate. They would send radio signals at it, and they determined where to put the antenna. So when they built the larger one, they knew exactly where to put it. Okay, so there, yeah, the dolphin is right there. It's really hard to see. And this is the Navy patrol boat over here on the right. It has a machine gun out on the front. That is, look up here's a sea lion right out over here.
Oh, here.
And then the ridge line out there is Mexico.
Uh-oh. Open.
Yeah, the dolphin is right there on the left-hand side, or on this side. Yeah. This is only part one of the Naval Training Center. There's a larger one. We're going to go by it on our way back. And there's a better view of it. The Navy's patrol boat. So they patrol the fueling pier. Of course, they got a ship here from Peru. And they also patrol the subbase, which we're going to see here shortly. Now we're coming up to the Everyham Brothers bank receiving docks, and you're going to see a series of docks. Underneath those docks are cages that contain bait, most likely sardines or anchovies, for the sports fishing boats. So they'll come out, get their bait, and head out to sea. And that bait's attracting birds, and there's lots of birds, and there's some sea lions out here, so we're going to find out here shortly what's out here. You can see one of the fishing boats is leaving right now. It's the channel over there. So we're about 20 feet of water here and 60 feet out there. I hope you guys like birds because there are a lot of them out here today. Right there. We've got California brown pelicans. Now remember, there's bait all underneath here, and they get their feet in between and they grab fish. There's the smaller white bird, the snowy egret, the larger one's a great egret. They used to use their feathers for hats in the 1800s, early 1900s. Now they are protected species. Okay, so you can see there, you can see the nets here. Looks like they're, yeah, there. You can see the bait coming in. This is a sports fishing boat that's going out. Now they'll go out all day, all week, a couple days, all night.
鱼。
Wow. So the birds, they get full attention to these boats. Oh, here we got our friends out here over the wall. Got 25 years without before it gets needs to be refueled. Way up there on the very end is the Cabrillo National Monument. That is the most scenic spot in San Diego. And they have a museum, Dawson, the old lighthouse. If you get a chance, I'd recommend you go up there. And also a great drive up there. And this is where, so you could come up here and the Cabrillo drops anchor. Now none of this would be here. None of the trees would be here. And he's like, oh boy, this doesn't look so good. So he sails north.
Wow. Oh,
Now we've got more of our friends over here, the sea lions. So we've got more of our friends. We're getting to now and then they'll get it. Now they're paying attention because that's that territorial instinct. Those are all males there. Yeah. And they'll walk right over each other. They don't care. So they'll eat about 5% of their weight in fish. Now this guy with his head up, they're probably around 250 pounds. And so he'll eat maybe 5 pounds of fish every day. And then they'll sleep 15 to 18 hours. Then they get up and they do it again. And remember, all this bait's attracting fish. So they don't have to work very hard here. And it comes to them. And they're protected. They're going to be on Instagram tonight. So this is a good life. This is pup bed for these guys. There's a young pup over there. Quite young. So, we have a mystery, folks. These are all males. Where are the females? They're on maternity leave. Yeah. They're out, they have their pups. And these guys are completely lost without the females. Normally there's about 4 or 5 times as many sea lions out here. But lately, for the last week or so, while the females are out there, only a handful of the males hang around here. But they'll come back and both sides will have lots of sea lions on. So, maternity leave. You can always tell a fishing boat goes first fall.
Có vi rồi, có vi rồi.
Yeah, we've got some here at the end. We're going to see that they're, we'll talk about when we get there. But these, you can see the pelican stick its head in there. Now, some of the pelicans have brown heads, some have white heads. The older they get, the more white they get on their head. Here's these cormorants I was talking about, folks. Now, they're members of the penguin family. And they can dive. The rest of the divers, they go down to 100 feet, hold their breath for 10 minutes. The sea lion can hold his breath for 15 minutes and go down to 700 feet. So we've got the Mammal Training Center over here, and there are people out there, and I would recommend we keep our eyes over there because the dolphins can start jumping without notice. And so let's keep an eye out. This is the Peruvian ship called the Taxta, T-A-C-N-A. This is the flagship. And the refueling. So this is the refueling here. The orange and black is called an oil boat. So when that ship, they opened it up, the ship came in tied up, they put the boom around it. That way if there's a leak or a spill, they're able to vacuum it up and it won't come out here into the harbor. And this has really helped because in the 60s and 70s, a lot of water was a lot of oil was coming down here. And now it's pristine. You can eat the fish out of here. We see sea turtles coming back. They can refuel at the rate of 4,000 gallons per minute. And but I would estimate 700,000-800,000 gallons somewhere in there, maybe more. The internet says this was owned by the Dutch at one time, and they sold it to Peru. Folks, we got a very cool ship here on the right-hand side. This is the America going out. And the America is a replica of an 1851 scooter. And then this boat over here, this has a sea lion. They're training the sea lion with it, so keep an eye out. The dolphins and the sea lions are always on the left-hand side. There goes a boat out over there. And on the back, the dolphins will jump in there, and they cover them up. They sunburn very easily, and they need to be kept wet. So let's just keep an eye on this guy over here. This one actually is for diving, and The reason is a jet crashed here in February this year, a Navy jet straight down. So there might be some parts left in there they're trying to retrieve. This is the shelter island here on the left-hand side. And it was made from the dredging of the harbor. Now remember, it was very shallow. Now, and the rock, all this was made in 1950. The rocks you see are serpentine granite. They come from Catalina Island, the official state rock of California. And then this Japanese pagoda you see over here is a sports fishing hotel. And notables who have gone sports fishing there are President Kennedy, President Nixon, Jerry Lewis, John Wayne, and Frank Sinatra. There's a green pole over there with a nest on top of it. That's actually an osprey nest. And the osprey will have their chicks in the springtime. And you can almost set the date. Every spring they come in here around April. Way off to the right, there's a building with an uneven roof. That's where they had the football team from Maverick. And then those buildings to the left are the condos at the Hotel Del Coronado. If you haven't been to the Hotel Del, I would highly recommend it. Just to walk around, it's a beautiful old hotel. And I looked, it was built in 1888. I looked it up. If you lived there if you came to stay there in 1888, the cost of for one night was $3.50 for one night. Let's take a look at what's going on over here, folks.
Everyone's birthday, everybody.
It's everybody's birthday.
Yeah, everyone's birthday.
Do you want to sing happy birthday to everybody then? No? Well, you know, 2 summers ago I was over at the Hotel Del and a gathering on the beach. The plane flies over at 13,000 feet. A guy jumps out with a parachute. He lands on the beach. It was his 100th birthday. He jumped out of a plane. I got to meet him. It was so inspiring to meet somebody 100 years old jumped out of a plane. It was incredible. Yeah. So, Tom Rice was his name. He was a teacher over here. And a lot of the gathering were his students. And as he's coming down, we all say, God bless America. No one has a dry eye. Folks, we have a warship coming out over here. You can see this big. As soon as we get a little closer, I can figure out the name of it. Let's see. On the left-hand side, you can see this statue over there. That's the 3 guys represent the Japanese, Portuguese, and Italians who were in the tuna industry. It's called the tuna statue. There's even a tuna over there. And if you were out on a tuna boat, this is what it would look like. Remember, this would be the #1 industry in San Diego. All right, what do we got here? Let's take a look.
It's hot.
out to this line and go back down. On the right-hand side, we have the building with the white roof, and right under this little palm tree. Behind that palm tree is a light green building. That's the Navy Underwater Rescue Command Center. So if there's a submarine in trouble, they'll send this vessel out, and it goes down and it locks on to subs and oxygen down, starts to bring sailors out. Now, I had a guy here a couple weeks ago who was on board. He said so, which is a good thing. And hopefully we never leave. But if we do, we've got it. This is Rock and Roll Alley here on the left-hand side. You can tie your boat up to one of these mooring balls. It's only $128.17 per month. But you have to be willing to rock and roll because you're going to bounce all day, all night. And by the way, you can always tell the way the tide's coming by the direction of these ships. They're pointing this way, so that means the tide's coming in. And one of our captains used to live out here, and he had, it was kind of difficult. He had a generator to make power, but at night he would be awakened by a noise and a vibration under his boat. What happens is the sea lions get under here at night and they scratch themselves under the boat, and you're not going to stop the sea lions. This is a towboat over here. On Sunday, these guys are busy because everybody's out here, and the boats can break down and they have to go tow back in. The beach over there is Diggy Beach. I see just a couple of one person over there. Here it is summertime in San Diego and nobody there. It's kind of a private beach, easy to park. At night though, it'll be full because you can see there's fire pits over there. And they make fires, they cook food, they have family get-togethers. During COVID, they had weddings here, they had birthday parties. Another sea lion boat right over here. This is what comes going over there. You can see the cage in the back, and there is a sea lion in there. And there's a pirate ship right there. Now, if you look over here at San Diego, you can see those two arch buildings. They had seaplanes during World War II. Now they house helicopters. And the two tall buildings behind that are the Manchester Grand Hyatt Hotel. There's two showers, there's not enough rain, it's full of rattlesnakes, there's no water downtown. So it sounds cheap, but that was the market rate back then. Alright, we're about to go back on shore here. Alright, let's hope the tires are still there, you guys. We're going to find out. Front tires are there, back tires are there. This is very good news, folks. There we go. How about a round of applause for our captain? He did a really good job. And you can see that ship going out the harbor there. Pretty cool sight. That's the harbor police there. We're going to come around and come to a complete stop. I'm going to get off and check on underneath for kelp seaweed. So we're on the road again. We do have to be seated the rest of the way. We cannot be going down the street on kelp seaweed.
对。
So we've got the Pacific portal here on the left. Represents the winds and the waves of the Pacific Ocean. It salutes all sailors coming in and out. Really nice view there of downtown San Diego. It's hard to believe that at one time only 400 people lived there.
Now how many?
3.5 million. We got on the right-hand side the building with the round green roof. That is the Valley High restaurant. Really great fish restaurant, but known for their Mai Tais. 6 different types of rum in those Mai Tais and ice, limit 2 per person. They actually, I saw in the news, they sold a couple months ago, they sold 3 million Mai Tais. 3 million. On the right-hand side, we have the Shelter Island shipyard where they do maintenance repairs on all types of vessels. So you can see these ones here with the plastic around them, they've been painted to the size of this thing. Humphreys on the left, there's an outdoor theater. They have summer concerts there. I went and saw Air Supply there a year ago. My ears are still ringing a year later. This is Navy here. I'm going to help the captain make this turn. They're right. So this is all Point Loma here. A really nice area to live in. You get some really nice views around here. You can actually see the ocean and everything. On the coming up here, it's going to be on the right-hand side. It's the Point Loma Seafood Restaurant. That's where they have the abalone, but it's also a really good seafood restaurant. And we've got the Point Loma Sports Fishing. All these carts and trucks are all out sports fishing now. So you see a lot of people. And they come here, they get a boat, charter a boat, they go out to where the sea lions are, as we saw. They get their bait and head out to sea. There's a boat over here called the Horizon Boat. The Horizon Boat is a 5-day charter. They take you down to Guadalupe Island, just off the coast of Mexico. Guadalupe Island is notorious for great white sharks. They put a cage into the water, you get in and you swim with the sharks. Who would like to go on the shark boat? No one? Let's go on the shark boat, okay? the Navy Training Center, NTC. During World War II, this would be a beehive of activity. In 2008, they turned it into the condos you see. There's offices, there's all types of businesses now. And this here on the left, this one is the USS Recruit. This is what the Navy sailors would train on. I've had many guys on here who actually trained on here back in the 60s and 70s. That's what was the whole time. This convention itself, it provides its colors. It's never been explained. Off to the left, follow that waterway. It'll take you to the San Diego River. The San Diego River is the only source of fresh water in San Diego, only one. And the indigenous people lived along there for 10,000 years. Their diet, mostly seafood, some abalone, deer, rabbit. One little problem, carbohydrates. You can't grow corn or wheat or beans or rice or potatoes here. So they would go up to the mountains, gather acorns, grind them, soak them, make a mush, and they would, and that's how they got their carbs. So they ate the acorns. They also, the Tory pines was here, they would eat the pine nuts off the Tory pine. Commemorate our Hispanic, they call it Hispanic land. Now also, like the airport, when the sign would go out, vast areas of San Diego would be exposed to the mud. It smells here in San Diego. And there's another reason no one wants to be here. And the winds always are blowing in off the ocean here. On the right-hand side, we've got Cancer Survivors Park. This is donated by Richard Block of H&R Block, who overcame his lung cancer and wanted to celebrate his health, and also to, and we've got two aircraft carriers over there. The one on the left is the Abraham Lincoln. The one on the right is the Theodore Roosevelt. Those are Nimitz-class carriers. They are nuclear powered. Their life expectancy is 50 years. During those 50 years, they need to be refueled once. They go 25 years on nuclear, and they renew the reactor. Now, think how much energy it takes to move one of those, and everything going on inside. Our cars, do a couple hundred miles to get refueled, but they go 25 years. And they're longer than 3 football fields. If you put it up on that, it's the tallest building in San Diego. It has its own. It has its own. These are lobster traps here on the right. Lobster season begins in October. On the left-hand side, that's Little Italy. And the Italian stuff's up here. The oldest bar in San Diego is there, called the Waterfront Bar, 1850. Coming up on the right-hand side, we've got, if you can locate this ship, this is a replica of Juan Cabrillo's Spanish galleon, 1452, the San Salvador. We have the Vietnam Arrow Shipboat, Berkeley and Ferry from San Francisco. This small ship, the HMS Surprise, is Master Commander of Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Star of India. But there's a stadium back there. At one time called Lane Field. Minor league team for the Boston Red Sox. 1936-57. They had more fog outs there than rain outs. The green area here is dedicated to the greatest generation. See if you can find this statue over here to the right. This is from a famous photo at the end of World War II. They had a celebration in New York City, and it was on Time Life magazine. At one time, people read magazines, you know, this back then. And if you look, there's an original photo. There's a guy here with a very worried look on his face. Why? That's his girlfriend. The sailor came out of nowhere. She did marry the boyfriend, and they were married for 50 years. So all these are vacant. And coming up on our left-hand side, if you guys would like to buy a Rivian, you can get one right over here. Talking about 100,000 usually for that. That's 4 motors on it. Each one right going upfield. This is Rocco Park, dedicated to sailing here in San Diego. The rocks represent sailors who came here and they died in 1769 of scurvy. Anybody know what causes scurvy? The lack of vitamin C. Easily mixed with lemons or limes or sauerkraut. Oranges, and they didn't know. I'm going to help the captain make a turn here. Clear on the right. This is headquarters. This used to be the police headquarters, 1939 to 82. This is also a movie star. They filmed the epic movie Attack of the Killer Tomatoes over here. And the Cheesecake Factory we got. If you have about an hour, you can go over and read it. Their menu's about this thick. Years ago, I was at the Cheesecake Factory in Mission Valley. And the governor showed up, Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he was governor of California. And talks with the crowd, goes to the door, comes back about 20 feet, turns around and goes, "I will be back." Everybody went crazy, including myself. On the left-hand side, we've got the building with the gray and the red chimney. Is the bathroom, very important. Comic-Con's coming this week, folks. 50,000 people will show up. The locals, we won't come down here. Of course, the convention center's right over here. And you can, I can just tell you, it's hard to get a ticket. You gotta be seated. You gotta be seated. Hello, hello, hello. You gotta be seated. Then over here is the convention center, and this was the line. There's one little piece to get in there. The line started for days, started over there, came around, and ended right over there. People had tents and cooked, grills, and they waited days to get in. We're coming in there now to Seaport. You stay seated. The captain's got a few announcements. How about another round of applause for our captain?